Alright, we are live. So welcome to Season 7, race number 1 here at Laguna, Seca. Beautiful track today, beautiful weather, nice and clear. Nice dry track, should be a good race tonight. We are just finishing up the practice, with 3 minutes left here in the practice round, and then we're going to be going to a, I believe it's a 10-minute qualifier, and then we'll be doing two 12-lap sets for a total of 24 laps. Pitting will not be required. Bit of a change of a format this season from last. We're trying these new multi-set races. Keep things a bit interesting. Allow drivers who had a crappy start to the first race be able to make it up in the second set. So it's going to hopefully add to a bit more excitement for the drivers. Not slogging a race where you're coming in last place because of a big mistake you made on turn 2. So we'll see how that goes today. We're just finishing up, 2 minutes and 23 seconds left. We're just taking a look at Centerio Butts here. Centerio is driving the Ferrari 458 GT2. Nice red and white stripe paint job. A little worse for wear in the front, but this is just the practice laps as he pulls over. Let's go ahead and take a look at GCAV. GCAV is running a very interesting paint job, red, black, and white with some green decals. He's running the Porsche 911. This is the revision from 2017. One hell of a spoiler on that thing. Almost looks like it could take flight if it was flipped the other way around. Black Death, Del Rey, everyone else is happy with their practice laps, getting ready for the qualifiers. It's happening in 1 minute and 26 seconds. With a minute left, we just have the drivers going back to the pits, getting ready for the qualifiers to begin. And we're down to the final 20 seconds. So we'll be going into a 10-minute qualifying round in about 1 minute 15 seconds. And then we're doing 2 races, 12 laps each with no pits. Running the GT series of cars this evening. We can see Vindax in there is running the SLS AMG GT3. Black Death of the BMW M3 GT2. Centerio Butts with a Ferrari 458 GT2. GCAV with a Ferrari 911 2017. Del Rey with an R8 LMS 2016. Yours truly running the Nissan GTR GT3, but will not be racing for obvious reasons. And Reaper is running the Ferrari 488 GT3. So 40 seconds left. You can see that a lot of people are going with the soft or extra soft tires, except for yours truly, obviously, but I'm not racing today, so I'll be the odd man out. Black Death is the only one supporting the super soft. See how those fare out. 12 laps is a bit of a stretch, I think, for the super softs. I mean, it might get a little bit more near the end. He might lose a little bit of traction on the couple last laps, but we'll see how he does. But he should get some really great traction. We did see some pretty good times coming out of him in the practice lap too. I think he clocked in at a 125 there, 125.640 6:46, just behind Vindaxian by a fraction of a second. So we'll see if he's able to pick that up in the race today. And we are off. So let's go ahead and take a look at the drivers here while they get on the track. Let's take a look at Santiago Butts here from his cockpit view as he exits the pit lane. Gotta be careful. The pit lane does curve there right at the end quite heavily, so if you're getting a little bit too much speed coming out of that pit, you can have a little bit of problem, hit that dirt, and possibly spin out, which could cause some problems. But Santiago Butts navigating that pretty skillfully. He is running the red and white paint job with a fair amount of decals on there. Pretty good. I like the white racing stripe down the center. A pretty sweet setup he's got going on there. Let's take a look at his cockpit view. Flip over to GCAV. He's running that red, white, and black paint job, looking pretty slick. Sort of a better view of it here, although the camera lens does appear to be a little bit fuzzy from this angle. Going in down into the pit. Get a pretty decent view of his cockpit here. Vindaxian looking very stylish. I like the front bullnose he's got going on with that Mercedes. Very interesting paint job. White, black, and red. Matching decals. With an interesting Jamaican stripe down the center. Fantastic. Very clean interior. Black Death with a simple yet chaotic paint job with all of his decals. So far, Santiago Butts is leading with a 1:38. He's currently in his second lap. So these are all front stop laps. So we're going to be seeing some rear laps coming in soon. Some times coming in soon for those rear laps. They're about 3/4 of the way through their first qualifying lap. Take a look at Reaper. He is off the track. I think he is trying to get some technical difficulties fixed before he gets back into the race. Currently hasn't completed a single lap yet, so we'll check back in on him, but he's running a very dark, multi-tiered, multi-tanned green color. Looking pretty stylish as he unfortunately disconnects, so hopefully he's back soon. Delray running the black, yellow, and white. Oh, I guess a little bit of an accent yellow on that. Pretty light on the decals. Very simple yet informative interior, like the carbon fiber inlays. So it appears 1:26 is the time to beat from Black Death, running 1/10. 1/10 faster than Santiago Butts, so they're neck and neck. Take a look at the chase cam here from Black, looking to work his way around Delray. Again, this is just the qualifying, so nothing really crazy to fight for here other than pole position, which obviously is incredibly important, but not worth completely destroying your car and losing a few minutes. As Delray caves under the pressure and spins off the track there. Hopefully Reaper is able to reconnect again. Take a look at Santiago Butts' dash cam here, or hood cam I should say. It navigates this pretty windy, almost 180 degree downhill turn, very skillfully. Almost as loose as it there on the padded track partition, but manages to hold on. Daxian pulling ahead with a 124, so 124 is now the time to beat. 4 laps completed for many of our drivers. God damn it. Fuck's sake. Gotta have Steam up, and I just right-click Steam because of the notifications, and that completely crashed my game. Hey guys, so if you accidentally close Steam and it crashes your game, does it mean you can't rejoin?
You can rejoin.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay, great. I was getting notifications popping up in my bottom right, and I thought I could just close Steam, but obviously Steam's required to run this game, so.
It is, yep.
Yay! That's fun. Is Reaper coming back? Oh, he is there. So. He is there. He's in. Okay, great.
I'm trying.
You got your brakes working?
Yeah, it's a bug in the Fanatec software. So it's like the perfect storm of every...
Alright, we're back. Sorry for the technical difficulty there as we fixed the Steam problem. So, as I mentioned before, Daxian is leading with a 126. His current best lap time. Or 125, I should say. 125.275. So, pretty strong lap time to beat. Down now to a minute 48 as more lap times are pouring in. Now my reset did mess up the lap times a little bit there on the overlay. I do apologize. It only records data as it comes in, so if I leave, it kind of nulls all the data and has to repopulate. So Daxian's 125 is still the best lap time. We are down to our last minute of qualifying. Daxian is currently in first pole position. Santero Butts in second. G-Kev in third. Black Death in fourth. Delray in fifth. Reaper is having some technical challenges in sixth, but he seems to be back on the track and racing. Let's actually take a quick look at Reaper here. So yeah, he just appears to be in his car and running, so he will be participating tonight, which is fantastic. So we are down to 6 drivers tonight. If you last minute people couldn't unfortunately make it. It does happen. Life commitments do get in the way, but it should be a good race nonetheless. Again, this is a 2-race night, so we're doing 2 12 laps heats at the same track, the Laguna, Seca. There'll be no pit stopping. But the reason for splitting up the race is so that drivers who do poorly in the first heat can make it up in the second heat and hopefully reclaim a few points. So it makes things a bit exciting throughout the entire length of the race tonight. So we are currently in overtime, going back to the pits very shortly as we finish up the last laps here. And final tallies are in, so it appears Black, Vindax will be in first, pole position, Black in second, Centura Butts in third, GKev in fourth, Delray in fifth, and Reaper will be in sixth. And yours truly will be in the pits. So I'll not be racing tonight as I am spectating. So of course it does, please add a spectator mode to this game, that would be fantastic. Alright, drivers in the pit crews are making their final adjustments. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Vindaxian is in the first pole position, Black Death in second, Centurio Butts in third. GKev is currently in fourth, Reaper in fifth, Delray in sixth, and yours truly in seventh. So Reaper was managed to get a 128, so managed to fix his technical problem and put a lap time down that just squeaked him ahead of Delray. So he'll be in the fifth spot as we start down. So we're down to 1 minute left before the start of our first 12-lap heat here at Laguna Seca. Alright, so Black Death running the Super Softs only for the qualifying. So he's switching to soft tires now. Managing to get a second place position, but not quite as fast as Vindaxian, probably due to the tire stickiness. Vindaxian having a little less traction, but a bit more speed. Running with the soft tires. And here we go. So we're going to be lining up at the line. Everyone in their cars. 50 seconds left for the countdown. Down to 25 seconds. Ten seconds left. And we're off. So you have Vindaxian's out in front, Black Death currently in second, being passed by Centura Butts on the left-hand side, though everyone's clumping up here on turn number one. This is one hell of a turn. It is 180 degrees downhill. Does require you to brake and go down gear quite aggressively. Vindaxian managing to escape that turn with the max velocity and seems to be picking up a little bit of space and time. Black Death right on the ass of Centurio Butts. Everyone's still pretty much clumped up, but Vindaxian is managing to pull ahead now, about 8 car lengths ahead of Centurio Butts as Black Death almost loses control, manages to hold on. And this is already starting out to be an incredible race. GKev in fourth position. Keeping up with the pack. Vindaxian going into turn number 3, managing to keep and extend his control as GKev goes off the track in turn number 3 and hits the wall. That is a terrible way to start the race, and very unfortunate for GKev. Hopefully he's able to recover shortly. As we take a look at Centurio Butts here, manages to past Black Death, currently in second place. Closing in on Vindaxian. If we push back to Black, we can see from his perspective here, 3 drivers are still clumped up. Coming around the final turn of the first lap, Vindaxian is in first, Centura Butts is in second, Black Death is in third, Reaper, Delray, and GKev make up the rear. GKev managing to only lose about 2 turns worth of time from that amazing crash, managing not having to go back to the pits. I think his car is driving fairly true, so he'll hopefully be able to make up some time here, because we are down to only 11 laps remaining. We push back down to Reaper, who's currently in 4th place as he hits the gravel there. Quite the gap between 4th and 3rd. But we do have Delray coming up on Reaper, so Delray is coming around this turn. You can see Reaper in the distance there. So Delray is closing that gap, and GKev is back on the track and running fairly well. Looks like there was not too much damage there. His hood is a little worse for wear, but he is driving, so that is a good sign. Let's pop back up to our top 3. Van Daxen, Centura Butts, and Black Death are very much aggressively fighting for that coveted 1st place position. Centura Butts only about 3 or 4 car lengths behind Van Daxen. Only 2 seconds separate 1st from 3rd, so this is a very tight race. As they're coming around the final turn of lap number 2. See the line there, the start of lap number 3. Centura Butts looking like he might be making a move. Let's pump up to Centura Butts here as he is pushing up on Van Daxen. Coming into that one hell of a downhill 180-degree turn here to start off lap number 3. Trying to make sure he exits that with as much speed as he can to keep up with Van Daxen. Van Daxen always seems to nudge away, or edge away a little bit more in that turn. Takes that turn slightly wide. Van Daxen able to accelerate ahead. So Van Daxen holding on to his lead quite well. Still many, many more laps to go. And Black Death holding the line here in 3rd place. See GKev, who in a couple laps ago managed to hit the wall, but he is now caught up to Reaper, looking like he's going to take Reaper here shortly, looking for his opportunity to strike. Reaper having some car troubles there in the qualifiers, but managed to hold on. We will check back in with him in just a moment. Let's pop back to Black as he seem to have catch up to the pack, so they are fairly evenly spaced. Only about a minute and 20 seconds separate 1st from 3rd. So some time has been made up as they go into lap number 4. So we are 1/3 of the way down the race. Black Death coming through this turn like a bat out of hell, braking very aggressively, coming around that turn, keeping his acceleration. Keeping a close eye there on 2nd place with Centura Butts. Reaper taking that turn just a little bit wide, allowing GKev to pass him. So GKev now up in 5th place. Let's go back to Centura Butts there, who is keeping a very close eye on Van Daxen. Black Death very close to him in the rear. So these 3 are holding position. Centura Butts taking that turn very sharp. Black Death almost going a little bit wide there. You see in the rearview mirror. Managed to hold on, losing a little bit of time. And we are on lap number 5. So Reaper keeping a very close eye on GKev there, who's currently in 4th place. Centura Butts looking like he's possibly making a move. Centura Butts managing to pass Vindaxian. Let's flip back to Vindaxian here, currently in second place. Centura Butts making a move there. We just missed it. Just as we flipped over to Centura Butts, he completed his pass on Vindaxian. Black Death is still holding on to that third place, keeping an eye on these two. As both Centura Butts and Vindaxian go slightly wide on that turn. Going into lap number 6. We're halfway through our first heat this evening. Centura Butts is in first, Vindaxian second, Black Death in third. The rest of the pack has fallen off quite considerably, but there's still a fight for 4th and 5th between GCAV and Reaper. Again, the second heat will give these drivers an opportunity to reclaim themselves. Coming into the final turn of lap number 6. Still a very competitive race. Black Death seems to have fallen back quite considerably. He's about a turn behind now. Must have had a spin out or some other issue. I think he's back in, driving like a bat out of hell. 5 laps remain. Can he make a difference? He is currently 11 seconds behind, so he'd have to make some incredible time up in order to catch up to these two. Let's flip back over to Vindaxian here, currently in second place. Keeping a close eye on Centura Butts, but Centura does appear to be pulling ahead ever so slightly. Take a look at Reaper here, currently in 5th. He does have GCAV in his sights. You see the dash cam video here. Good idea for just how difficult this track can be. With that two-tone green paint job. Pop up into GCAV here as he is going around the S-bend there, quite skillfully. Almost looks like your car is taking flight when you cross the hill there. So Black Death 13 seconds behind, making a little bit of progress. I'm not sure if you'll be able to catch up with only 4 laps remaining. GCAV must be feeling a little bit of pressure having Reaper in his rearview mirror every turn. So he comes into his lap number 8. So take a look at Vindaxian here as he keeps keeping a close eye on Centura Butts. 8 car lengths ahead. Centura Butts having an excellent race tonight. Vindaxian was very solid in qualifiers, sporting a 125. Centura Butts breaking that with the 124.36. Vindaxian answering back with the 124.54. So both very solid lap times. I believe a 123 is possible in the GT Series cars on this track. Mid 123. So there could be some areas of improvement as we head into lap number 9. So 2 laps remain. Black Death full turn behind now. Having a little bit of problems catching up. Centurion Butts holding on to his lead here in first place. Vindaxian holding on in second. Still a fight between Reaper and GCAF for that coveted fourth place position here. Vindaxian almost losing a bit of traction there. I wonder if his tires are getting a little bit worn here. As they enter lap number 10, so 3 laps remain. Sorry with my previous count. 3 laps remain here. Black Death about 18 seconds behind, falling back ever so slightly here in third place. Vindaxian, Centurion Butts battling it out. Centurion taking that turn a little bit too sharp, lost a tad bit of traction, went a bit wide, giving Vindaxian the ability to catch up about an extra car length. So it's currently anyone's match. Vindaxian definitely still within striking distance of that first place. Centurion Butts must be feeling the pressure. Both drivers are driving an absolutely excellent race. Let's flip back to Black Death here, currently in third place. As he tries to do his best to make up for his mistake, where he must have hit the gravel and spun out briefly there and cost himself about 12 seconds. So quite an amount of time to make up with only 12 total laps. But as I mentioned before, we do have the second heat. Third place is an excellent finish if he manages to maintain this position for the remainder of the race. Vindaxian and Centurion Butts are coming around their last turn to lap number 10. Vindaxian is slightly closing in on Centurion Butts, although Centurion Butts appears to be higher acceleration on his car, so managing to inch ahead there on the straightaway. Coming into this very tricky turn here. This is where Vindaxian is known to make up some time. Exiting with a little bit more momentum, managed, I think, to catch up a little bit more to Centurion Butts. So Vindaxian, I think, looking to strike very soon. As he's keeping a very close eye on Centurion Butts here and closing that gap considerably. Reaper and Delray in 5th and 6th Reaper and GCAV in 4th and 5th are still fighting it out there. As Vindaxian is looking to take Centurion Butts on the outside. Centurion Butts doing a bit of a wobble there, losing a bit of momentum, but manages to stay in front, blocking the line of Vindaxian. Vindaxian now less than a car length away from Centurion Butts, backs off slightly. Both driving very similar lines here. Vindaxian taking that turn a little aggressive. Centurion Butts a bit wide on that turn. Manages to hold on. And we are at lap number 12. Let's flip over to Centurion Butts here, as he does have Vindaxian pressuring him on the outside. Vindaxian looking to be very aggressive here, almost slams into the back of Centurion Butts, manages to not cause that collision, but loses a little bit of space and time. So Vindaxian being very aggressive here on lap number 12, is not happy with Centurion Butts taking his first place finish away from him. So this will be, I think, a very aggressive push from Vindaxian with only 5 turns left to go. Vindaxian looking for that opening on the outside, was unable to find it. The pressure's too much for Centurion Butts, and he loses it. Vindaxian manages to pull ahead as Centurion Butts is off the track, and we do see Black Death in the rearview mirror, so Centurion Butts cannot afford any more mistakes, or he will drop even further back, as Vindaxian now is our race leader here on lap number 12, the final lap. Well, and I do apologize. Black wasn't able to catch up. That is actually Reaper. Reaper, who was in the rearview mirror of Centurio Butts there. As he comes around the last turn, Vindaxian will be our first place finish with an exciting last lap there from Vindaxian. So congratulations, Vindaxian. Centurio Butts holding up the rear in second. Black Death coming around his final turn shortly and will finish in third. GCAV will very comfortably come in fifth. Reaper GCAV in fourth, Reaper in fifth, and Delray in sixth place. As we're just waiting for the final drivers to finish up their lap. So that was heat number 1. So what an exciting finish from Vindaxian, who managed to hold on to the reclaim back the first place position on the final lap of that heat. So a little bit of a rivalry building up between Centurio Butts and Vindaxian here in the first race of the season as GCAV pulls in to the driver hangout spot there. Just waiting for the last few drivers to finish up. We have Reaper coming around, just crossing the line, and he's now complete. And just Delray left to go. So congratulations, Vindaxian, for a first place finish on heat number 1. So the lap time to beat appears to be a 124.354. We'll see if the drivers are able to make better times going into the second heat. Again, the second heat will be another 12 laps. There's no opportunity for pitting. Indexing in the winner of our first heat. As our drivers hang out, so we'll be flipping over to probably a few minute, or I say about a minute and a half break between heats, and then we'll be starting heat number 2 very shortly. That was an exciting start, an exciting finish to heat number 1. Vindaxian holding on to first place for about 6 laps, falling back because of a small mistake to Centurio Butts, who managed to hold on to first place all the way up to the final lap. Vindaxian managing to take back his first place position because of a forced error from Centurio Butts. Oh, Reaper disconnected. Let's check in with the drivers and make sure everything is going okay.
This race over just now.
Yeah, it should actually switch to the next race.
Nope, there it
There
goes.
it
There it goes.
Now.
All right, just making sure. Reaper, you come back in?
Yes, he should be.
Oh, it restarted the whole thing. It says it's in practice mode. Something went wrong.
No, I see it in
No, it says race times 2, 12 laps.
Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, second heat. We're good.
But
Cool.
that order's not right, is it?
No. We'll see where it lines us up, though. It might put us out in the field correctly.
Trying to get back in.
Looks like it.
So if Reaper's having trouble getting back in, we can just do our own countdown and take off. Just to give him a second here.
Yeah, Reaper is having trouble getting back in.
So nice job, Ven, taking over first place in the last lap.
And that was some good racing. I messed up when Butts passed me, and then he messed up when I passed him. So.
Well, you were like weaving and wobbling in his rearview mirror. I mean,
Scared him a little on that turn, I guess.
So maybe I'll take the inside, but then I just cut too far in too soon and just drove wide.
Well, his car's a little faster in the straight, so I have to push the corners hard.
yeah, I did notice that.
Yep.
Well, that last lap, you were pushing hard. You were weaving. You were looking for a spot every turn.
Yep.
And I could see you in when I was watching from Centurio Butts' perspective. I can see in his rearview mirror you like going left to right to left to right to left, just back and forth, looking for that opening.
Yeah, put us in the.
Swarming.
Was this reverse order?
This
Oh,
is
I'm-
reverse.
Oh, I'm third. Okay.
I'm fifth, I think.
No
It
place
should
still
be.
in
Yeah.
last.
Me and
Yeah,
last,
you
but
are.
it's not 100% reverse. I can tell you that.
All right, good job, and good luck on second heat, guys.
Thank
Alright,
you.
Thanks.
All right, so we are 20 seconds away from our second heat here. Very exciting first heat. Countdown has begun. T-minus 10 seconds. Second heat is a reverse order from the first race, so Reaper is out in front. G. Kevin second. Reaper, sorry. Oh, back to pits. Reaper appears to be in the pits, having some technical difficulties. Black Death out in front. G-Kev in second, Centura Butts in third. Let's pump back to Vindaxon here in fourth. We see everyone's very bunched up here after turn number 1. Black Death going straight into the wall. That is an unfortunate mistake. The rest of the drivers appear to have missed him, so GKev now out in front, Centura Butts in second. Vindaxian in third place, Black Death recovering. Not too worse for wear, so as you can see Vindaxian there. Centura Butts right on GKev's rear, trying to look for that opening. GKev managing to stay out in front. Vindaxian enjoying the show from third place at a comfortable distance. You just never know what's going to happen in the over 30 plane racing series. It's Black Death loses a bit of control there and slams right into the wall in the first lap. GKev going a little bit wide. Oh, I think we are probably going to do a restart because Reaper was having some challenges there, so... Restart.
Culprit's probably like, what the heck?
No,
Yeah,
I
we should
saw
probably-
Reaper in the pit, so I thought we were going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing a restart.
Restart the server?
We will have to, yes. Well, technically, actually, we don't.
God damn it.
I guess we could rejoin. Let me see. No, everyone's already
It,
left.
it doesn't
so
matter.
yes, we
It
do.
doesn't.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Let us know when we rejoin.
Okay.
Always ironing out the kinks in our first race.
Yep. You gotta get Reaper to show up a little earlier so we know his shit works. Gotta tell Reaper the race is at 10 o'clock instead of 11.
Sounds like to me he just needs to kind of give up on the VR and move on to normal monitor.
Give him a lot of issues in it.
Yeah,
One of the things that made me nervous about it.
Trey's calling, race! Hold your horses.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Trey.
Oh my god, we have a viewer?
We have 3 viewers. I think one's a bot, but 2 live, 2 sets of eyeballs. 4 live eyeballs.
Nice.
It's a new record. I heard we wouldn't have these problems in Project Cars.
Which one? 3?
Can we do like I'm talking like season 12 or 13 or whatever, like way down the road. We need to do a season of Mario Kart.
I'm down.
Yeah.
No fucking Reaper get blue shells all day long. Lucky ass. Can't win it the other
Even
way.
trying to fix it, or what's he doing? Hello.
Reaper,
Don't
are you
distract
muted?
him. He can't talk when he's effing around with his headset.
I can hear you, dickheads.
What do you put that in? The Seto?
Yeah, somewhere.
With no context.
It's,
I can hear you,
He's-
dickheads.
he wants to know when he should join.
Oh,
You can join
race is
us anytime.
Is the server ready for us to hop back in, or no?
I'm gonna fire it up. Give me just a
Okay.
sec. I actually had to take a practice session and modify it to make this work. So oh shit! And it makes you choose cars. Hold on a sec. It makes you choose cars for both of them. Ouch.
Whoops.
All right, let's do this. I got a faster way to do this.
Let's get a custom server, they said. It'll be
Yeah.
easier, they said.
it's not easier when stuff goes wrong.
Yeah, automation, man. Automation causes more grief than it solves.
Yeah. All right. Seconds before the start of the session. I'm just gonna add a little timer in there. Let's do that. Off. All right. I think it's good. Save.
Yeah, Trey, I'm totally using these settings. Sorry, you were I didn't see the chat wasn't scrolling correctly. Well, I should mute myself when I'm talking to you because they don't care about what I say on Twitch. Yeah, using the new settings, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, my email accidentally flipped open. It's all Twitch crap anyway. It's a whole page of Twitch stuff. It's good. Know when to go back in.
That's it.
Ready yet?
Yep.
We can join?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
excellent.
Guys, but
Yep. Time to join.
Don't forget
Fantastic.
to load your tune.
Start order I cannot configure without qualifying, so we just have to put ourselves in order. Otherwise, I think it's just going to do it random based on what order we sign up on the server.
if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna let you guys do your thing.
Let's do like a hot warm-up lap.
Yeah. So positions would be backwards of last race. So I'm going to be in the back. Let's see.
I was third. Kev was in front of me. Reaper would have been in front.
Reaper was he
And
last race?
Del Rey would have been first place.
But it
Then
put
it-
me in last for some
then it-
reason, which
then
I'm
it
fine
would've-
with because I'm the slowest. I don't want to get in the way right now. So
All right, I'm in, but I can't load my tune because of that fucking resolution problem I was having before.
Oh shit. So we have Del Rey, Reaper, and then who was in front of Reaper before? On the
G-Kev.
last race, G-Kev.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what? Black,
Yeah, it
Yep.
should be
Butts,
me.
and then me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no parade in the back.
Yep. All right.
So
We'll
what is
just do a rolling. We'll do a rolling start.
So we're pace lapping it?
We're gonna do a rolling start.
Apparently
Yeah.
I
So
got
basically a pace
penalty.
lap.
I have no idea what happened. I was on menu system and I got a penalty.
No worries. We can just wait for you to come out of the pits. Get in order now. So that would
So
be
I'm first.
Del Rey and then Reaper.
Del Rey's first.
I'll be last. Don't worry about me. I don't want to be in a way. Just I'm too
Okay,
slow
so
to
Reaper,
compete.
Kev, Black, Butts, and myself.
Don't
Oh,
hit
we
me,
going
I'm on
around
your
the
right.
track all the way, or
Del Rey is coming out of the track now. He should be able to come back and fall into the back. We should be good. We'll do a countdown to start on the back straight away because this area is too tight to get a start.
Are we doing single file?
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, single file.
Get up here, Black.
Del Rey, you
Get,
out?
get out of the way, butts.
You would think after 7 seasons we'd have our shit figured out, but you would be wrong. dead wrong. But it's a new system we're figuring out, so we're working out the technical difficulties. It'll be better for race number 2. So we are doing a rolling start on this because of our technical problems. We are starting heat number 2. This is a 12-lap race for tonight. Reaper, GCav. Reaper's out in front, GCav in second, Black Death in third. Waiting for the back straight, which is just after this turn, for that countdown to begin. The drivers are doing a countdown and we are off. So GCav pulling ahead of Reaper almost instantaneously as Black Death also passed by Reaper. I think there might have been a little bit of a paint scratch that happened there. Black Death taking that turn a little bit tight, managing to hold on. GCav managing to maintain that first place position. So I flip back to Delaware here, get a better view of the field. So you see Vindaxian in 4th, Reaper in 3rd. Delaware in 5th. Let's pump up to Reaper here and get a better view. So we see GCav and Black Death are fighting for that first place position. Black Death looking like he's trying to look for an opportunity on the outside. Pulls back in to maintain his line. This is that difficult first downhill 180-degree turn that you really have to shift down for. Black Death taking GCav on the inside, not able to pull out in front though. GCav maintaining his first place position. Reaper in 3rd. Everyone's still bunched up here on lap number 2. The field is densely packed at the moment. Ooh, Black Death looking for that inside position. GCav saying no and slamming that door shut. Reaper maintaining this 3rd position. Vindaxian in close behind in 4th. Only 1.5 seconds separate 1st and 4th. Everyone's tightly piled up. Black Death looking to take GCav on the inside. Loses a bit of momentum though. GCav maintaining that first place position. Black Death being very aggressive, looking for any opportunity to pass GCav at this point. Maybe Black Death to go for an inside take here. No, unable to do it. A bit too tight of a turn. GCav looks like GCav hit the dirt, giving Black Death an opportunity. Will Reaper and Vindaxian also capitalize on this as well? Oh, Reaper going a little bit wide. Coming back on track, Vindaxian now claiming 3rd position. So we have Black Death out in 1st, GCav in 2nd, Vindaxian in 3rd, Reaper now in 4th. Let's flip up to Vindaxian here, get a better view of the front of the pack as Black Death appears to be pulling ahead ever so slightly, but goes a bit wide in that turn, hitting the dirt, giving GCav an opportunity to pull up. So 3 laps down, still lots of laps to go. Black Death knowing for just losing control out of absolutely nowhere and slamming into the wall. That was an absolute perfect timing from Black Death. Almost looked like it was scripted. As GCav is now in 1st place, and Vindaxian in 2nd, and Black Death managing to recover very quickly though and maintaining a close 3rd place position. So either he's getting better at driving or getting better at recovering from crashes, but Black is managing to hold on to 3rd place. Not dropping too far back, maintaining eye contact of 2nd. Vindaxian back in the pits for some reason. I'm not 100% sure why. We'll have to check back with him in a second as Delray turns into Centurio Butts. I wonder if we're going to be doing a restart. Let's check in with the drivers, see what the hell is going on.
It's a 4th lap.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
We don't
I got
know.
disqualified because I was rolling when we decided to do a rolling start, and the car must have moved before the lights went off. I don't know.
Okay, so
Alright.
the race is still on, or
Yeah, they can go ahead. I'm not worried.
okay.
You okay?
Wasn't sure what was happening there. As everyone was kind of crashing into one another after Bendaxian went to the pits. I wonder if they're going to do a restart, but we are not. So this is live, so full of every possible error you can imagine. Hopefully we get it all ironed out in our first race, and we can hopefully clean it up for our second race next week. So just a recap of this messy race here. GCAV is out in front in first place. Black Death in second with 2.5 seconds behind. Reaper in third place, 6 seconds back. Saturio Butts in fourth. Delray in fifth. Bendaxian is disqualified and will be running a 6th place finish tonight. Let's go take a look at Reaper here. So Reaper does have Black Death in his sights. So Black Death was able to make up that one position from his earlier crash, maintaining his striking distance of first place with GCAV. Let's pump up the Black Death here as he's only a few car lengths back from GCAV. Black Death slammed the brakes on there, almost gets into a collision with GCAV. GCAV still holding on to that first place position. Black Death holding second. Looking for that opportunity to strike. We are on lap number 7. 5 laps remaining. They're coming up to their last turn here on lap number 7, going to lap number 8. Reaper has made up a little bit of time. He still has a fair amount of laps to be able to make up. About 15 seconds back. It'll be one hell of a feat with only 5 laps remaining, but definitely within the realm of possibility. We're seeing 125s and 124s. Best lap time 124.6, so we know that 123 and a bit is possible on this track, so there would be an opportunity for Reaper to possibly maintain or gain a third place position. The pop back here to Centurio Butts in a comfortable 4th place behind Reaper. Del Rey in 6th, or 5th I should say, and Vindaxian in 6th. He was disqualified because of a technical problem. So Black Death looking for that opportunity to strike here on GCAV, taking that turn very aggressively. A little bit of danger of cutting the track there. As they go into lap number 9, 4 laps remain. GCAV still holding on to that first place position. Black Death looking for that opportunity to strike. It's definitely a boxing match between first and second. This is the second heat of tonight's race. This is a 12 lap heat. So Centurio Butts maintaining that 3rd place position. About a full turn behind, but being approached by Reaper here in 4th place. She kept taking that turn just a little bit wide. Black looking to approach GCAV on the outside, had to throw his brakes on before the turn as GCAV came right into his driving line. Slammed that door shut on Black Death. Butts going to have to look for a new opportunity to strike. If you are new with us, I appreciate you tuning your eyeballs in. This is Season 7, race number 1 has been completely full of technical difficulties, but we've managed to limp through. Currently on lap number 10 of our 12-lap second heat. GCAV out in front, Black Death in second within striking distance. Black Death desperately looking for that opportunity to claim that first place position. GCAV running an absolutely fantastic race with all this pressure coming in from Black Death. If we flip over to GCAV, you can really see what he's dealing with in his rearview mirror there as Black Death just dodging left and right and just looking for any opportunity to strike. For GCAV running a great race under pressure. Hey, Wired for Gaming, appreciate the follow, man. We at the Over 30 Clan salute you. If you want to learn more about the Over 30 Clan, you can check us out at over30clan.com. We also have a blog site at blogover30clan.com. We do have SoundCloud podcasts as well. If you search Over 30 Clan on SoundCloud, you'll find us there as well. There's lots of ways to get to know a little bit more about what we do and who we are. And so only 2 laps remain. GCAV still maintaining that first place position. Black Death is definitely interested in taking that first place away from him. Currently in second. Centurio Butts in a comfortable 3rd. Reaper in a comfortable 4th. And Del Rey in a comfortable 5th. Van Daxen unfortunately disqualified due to a technical problem that we will have ironed out for next week. It is going to be a very close race. I think Black Death is starting to get a little bit more aggressive now. Giga hitting the dirt. Going straight into the wall, giving Black Death the opportunity to pass him. So I guess not quite as close as we were looking, but maybe the pressure from Black Death got him, having Black Death in the rearview mirror for 6 laps, 7 laps, non-stop can wear down a man. So Del Rey GK making a bit of a mistake there. Black Death capitalizing on it and claiming first place. Centurio Butts also managing to take second. So GK falling all the way back to 3rd place here. This is an unfortunate set of events as Black Death is now finishing up his 12th lap. Yeah, Van Daxen did a boo-boo, and unfortunately was disqualified for it. Not his fault though. We were trying to fix a problem with our driving order. Yeah, things got a little messy and unforeseen things happened. Alright, so last few turns here of our final lap, lap number 12 of the second heat. So Black Death, assuming there's no act from God himself, will be our first place finisher. Centurio Butts in a very comfortable second. Chikev, I want to say a comfortable 3rd, but you never know what could happen. Reaper in 4th. Let's actually pop back to Reaper because he does have Del Rey, or sorry, Chikev in his sights. So Black Death in 1st. Centurio Butts cross the line in 2nd. Yeah, GCAV will be our 3rd place finisher today. Reaper in 4th. Del Rey in 5th. And Van Daxen in 6th for heat number 2. Now, since we didn't automate this race setup because of technical problems, some other math genius is going to have to figure out the points for tonight, but that was a fantastic first race of the season. Hopefully, Van Daxen, hopefully we worked out all the bugs here. Maybe it's slightly better we had a smaller race today. But I'm sure we'll have it all fixed for next week, and I think everything's going fairly well. Just some small things that kind of sent us for a loop, but fantastic race. So we're going to go ahead and check in with the drivers now. So let's go ahead and go back to the pits here.
You want to talk about not knowing what the fuck's going on?
Hey
Miss
guys.
numbers on the way. 86421.
So that was good. That was interesting. Say we got all the bugs ironed out. I mean, it was really just one small problem, right? Like the order of the second heat didn't kick in properly, so that forced us to do our own race, which then forced us to figure out an on-the-fly rolling start, which then Van Daxen screwed up unknowingly because of some technical issue with whatever, and bam. A bunch of great highlights for you two.
Oh, yeah. Reaper left. It was very interesting. Reaper left the server and rejoined, and he popped up literally inside of my car and damaged the front of my car as a
That's hilarious.
Oh, well.
So, Black, you're much better at recovering from crashes in the second heat.
I didn't hit anybody in the second. Well, I guess I fucked
Did you
up.
run off the road once?
Yeah, I ran off the hill once, the S hill. And
Okay, there's
had to back up.
I posted a pic of Reaper on Ven
Oh, jeez.
from my point of view.
Get out of my space, Reaper.
Even better if you just show both cars tonight. That's how fucking bad I am.
Hey, thanks, Ward, for the tier 3 subscription. Appreciate it, man. We at the Over 30 Clan salute you. All that money goes directly into my pocket, in case you're wondering. I'm kidding. It goes into the operations of the Over 30 Clan, all the cool stuff that we have to deal with, like our Seca Corsa server, for instance, for our Seca Corsa group and our website and all that fun stuff. So we do appreciate it. Gotta support the clan. Yeah, everyone does. Imagine if everyone donated $10,000. How rich I would be. It'd be great.
My kids, my desk. These are legitimate excuses I've heard all night, guys.
All right, well,
I'm not making them up.
legitimate. You said legitimate.
Yeah, to you.
Too much action down here.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, ladies, on very eventful but fun week 1. I've kind of missed this series. You're on hiatus there for a little while, so it's nice to see you guys just in black. By the way, I was talking about how when you were in first place, I was like, you know what? Like, he's in a solid first now, but at any point he can just uncontrollably go off the track, and that's exactly when you did. We actually have to clip that. It was like we orchestrated it. But
You had another good one.
no one would believe we could actually coordinate anything from this night, so I don't think that would fly. But yeah, it worked out perfectly. It was great. I was like, yeah, he could literally drive off the track at any second, and boom, there you go. But you were back in third place really quick.
Too.
I did that in the second race.
Yeah, I didn't catch all the fun events, but caught a
Between the
bunch
driver communications, that happened a couple times too. Because Butts asked me how I was doing, and I went off the track or messed up, and then I was pressuring Butts and said something when he went off the road. So we definitely have to get our wheels back under us. But it was fun.
And where are we? Where are we next week, Vin?
We're on Monza.
Monza, same format, 212.
210s next week.
210s next week. Excellent, fantastic. GTs
Longer
as well,
tracks
right?
are 10s.
Yeah, longer track. Calendar's all filled out for the rest of the season.
Fantastic. Very cool. All right, I'll sign off, guys, and good race.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm out of here. Sorry, guys.
All right, thank you guys for checking out the first race of season number 7. Definitely an eventful one, but it was fun to give the new server a try. It seemed to work well from that point of view, other than a couple of the settings that we need to tweak for next week. But we'll get it all ironed out. It does look like it's going to be a pretty eventful season. We have about 10 to 12 drivers that should be showing up every week, so it should be a pretty good race. You can check us out pretty much every Friday. We do announce it on Twitter before we begin, and we start around 11 o'clock Eastern, so feel free to check us out on Twitch /Over30 Clan USA. And have yourself a great day, and thanks for checking us out.